Most traders think finding the perfect settings on old data will guarantee profits, but that's the fastest way to lose money. And I learned this the hard way until I changed my optimization rule and made $14,410 in a few months. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to avoid this trap, the right way to optimize, and the shortcut I use in my own trading. First, let's look what over-optimization is. Imagine you're in a class and the teacher announces that tomorrow we are going to have an end-of-year test. Everyone who passes this test will move on to the next level, while everyone who fails will be kept behind. You can study using whatever resources you want, and here is a stack of exams for you to investigate. Instead of learning how to do it properly, you decide to cheat. All you have to do is look at last year's exam and memorize the answers. C, B, A, D, A, B, C. Easy peasy. However, the very next day when the teacher gives you the test, you quickly realize that the questions are not the same as last year's and you fail the exam entirely. This is exactly the same as over-optimization because last year and the year before, they never repeat in exactly the same way. The market never moves in exactly the same way either. Now that we understand what over-optimization is, let's look at the solution for over-optimization, which is parameter sensitivity test. I have a strategy here that I sent out to my students 4 months ago, which has been trading on a live account and has been profitable so far. And this is the logic for this strategy. It's pretty straightforward. There are 5 main parameters. It's using a linear regression value of 40, an ADX period of 40, exit after bars of 28, and move stop loss to break even at 160 pips. And a stop loss ATR multiplier of 3. Let's take a look at the linear regression. So the current value is 40. What we want to do is go down a little bit. So let's pick a value of 32 and go up a little bit. So we pick a value of 48. And we do that for every single parameter. We take what the current value is, go up a little bit and down a little bit. I've already got the strategy loaded up in my MetaTrader 5 terminal under the strategy tester, and we're going to retest and optimize this on the USD Japanese yen pair on the 1 hour time frame from 2010 up to the start of this month. I am going to use the slow complete algorithm, so it goes through every single possible combination, and because that is going to be super slow, to speed things up, I'm going to use 1 minute open, high, low, close data. The 5 different parameters we'll be optimizing are already highlighted in bold on the left here. And then on the right, we can see the default values of 40, 40, 28, 160, and 3. So we want to go a little bit to the left, which gives us 30, 32, 32, 28, 128, 2.4. And on the right, we are going to the right a little bit, 48, 48, 40, 192, and 3.6. And notice I don't have a lot of steps. I've only got 5 different possible values in each parameter. Let's go ahead and kick off this optimization by pressing the start button. 5 minutes later. Okay, the optimization has completed at 98% history quality. The chart looks okay, but what we're really interested in is the 3D chart. So we don't care about this big table here because it's very hard to read. Go up the top to these dots that you see and right click, go to 3D graph. Let's make this image a little bit bigger. What we're seeing here is the profits of the different parameters that we optimized earlier. So green means high profits and red means low profits. And on this particular 3D chart, we're looking at exit after bars on one axis over here. And on the other axis, we've got a stop loss ATR coefficient. If we take a look at one of the values, so exit after bars, the middle point here is our default value, and on the left is a little bit below, and on the right is a little bit after. So we can see from an exit after bars perspective, the highest point, which is also in green, is the most profitable, and to either side we are seeing less profits, but they are still profitable. You can move this 3D chart, so I can drag it so we can take a look at this parameter here, which is the stop loss coefficient. We can see that it doesn't matter if we go slightly lower or slightly higher, the value is pretty much the same. There's not much changes there. So there's not much value in modifying the stop loss coefficient. It's more important to keep an eye on the exit after bars. What about the other parameters? If you right click and you can change the x-axis to something else, let's take a look at the linear regression values. Again, we can see the highest point is where our current values are. And in relation to the stop loss coefficient, there isn't much change, but I can also modify this axis. Let's change it to something else. Let's change it to the ADX coefficient. Again, we can see the ADX period doesn't really have much of an impact on the profitability because it is pretty much flat here when we compare that to the linear regression. Let's go ahead and change the y-axis again to see if we can find something a little bit different. Let's go with move stop loss. And then now you can see the 3D graph is more 3D, I guess. We can see the move stop loss to break even values does change as we modify the values, and the linear regression does change as well. And probably what you're looking for is the stable point of both of them. So what you're looking for is a high, and around that area, it is still reasonably profitable. It doesn't just start making massive losses on either side of your default values. By the way, if you're a good trader, Darwinex Zero is a great platform that pays good traders. You get a simulated account to trade and earn money from your trading. And there are 4 different ways to make money in Darwinex. There's the silver stage, where you can get between 30 and 375k in allocation, and you get to keep it for 3 months. Then there's the gold stage, where you can receive up to 500k in allocation and keep it for 6 months. And then there's investor capital, which can get into the millions and millions of dollars. And then now there's the 100 paid permanent allocation, which sticks with you forever as long as you've got the account. You've got the instant allocation and the performance-based allocation. All these 4 different options are stackable, so you can get silver, gold, investor capital, and permanent allocation all in the one account and earn money from all these. So I personally trade on Darwinex Zero and received 30k in allocation last month. You can use the code LISA when signing up for a discount with them. The main problem with this 3D chart is it is a bit hard to read with the greens and the reds. It's hard to gauge where the sweet spot is. Here I've got the 5 different parameters listed on the screen, and we saw a 3D chart of the linear regression and the moving stop loss to break even. That's a relationship between 2 points. But what about the relationship between linear regression and stop loss ATR? That's another 2D chart we have to look at. And what about this one, and 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 then this one? And you can see there are so many more combinations and the charts that we need to look at. And the more parameters, the crazier this chart gets. I will show you a way to simplify this entire process, but first let's see if we can repeat this optimization process within Strategy Quant. Now, optimizations takes up a lot of memory in Strategy Quant, so before you start it, you've got to make sure it is set up correctly. Go to Configurations in the Optimization tab and make sure this is not on, which is don't store data for 3D charts in Optimization Profile. Make sure that is off. Save, and if you did need to make any changes, restart your Strategy Quant software. And once that has been restarted, head over to Optimizer, and now we're going to select one single strategy that we are going to optimize. I've loaded up the exact same strategy you saw before. Let's go over to Full Settings. Keep it to Simple Optimization. I want to see all the optimization results in the data bank, not just the profitable ones. And at the bottom, see these parameters. What we can do is get the software to auto-select the parameters for us. For example, let's go up 20% and 20% in steps of 5. And we can see there are a total of 3,125 combinations, and it's done the start, stop, and step automatically for us. So for example, the ADX period, where the default value is 40, to the left of that a little bit is 32, and to the right of that a little bit is 48. I'm just going to modify this to 40 so it is exactly the same as the optimization we did in MetaTrader. And let's kick this off. 1 hour later, and we are back. We ran a total of 4,376 optimizations, which took about 1 hour. So at the bottom, you'll see your results. If you double click on any of those and head over to the optimization profile. On the right hand side, we want to make sure we've got the 3D chart. Pick any of the 5 different parameters. I've got here ADX and linear regression. And for now, I'm keeping the Z score, which is the line up and down, as net profit, but you can change this to a lot of different options. You can use return on drawdown, a lot of other options. Let's keep it for net profit for now. And for the chart type, you can see here right now, we've got it as by the dotted points. Let's minimize that. The 3D points in a different view, 3D bar. What we're looking for is the 3D surface. And it's exactly the same as before. You can see on the left here, we've got ADX period. And on the right here, we've got a linear regression. So how we read this is exactly the same with the ADX period compared to the linear regression. We can see left to right, there isn't that much change. But from a linear regression perspective, the lower values are more profitable. You will notice here that the chart does look different to what we saw in MetaTrader because I did make a small mistake. Here I'm optimizing from 2017 to 2025, so I forgot to include the first 7 years, but the concept is the same. Let's head back to the strategy by double clicking on it. And again, we can switch up the x-axis, and let's take a look at a different metric. Exit after bars doesn't seem to be that good. Again, because there are so many different possible combinations of x and y axis, it takes a while for us to find something that looks slightly useful. Personally, I don't use these 3D charts for my own optimizations because I find, first of all, it is super complicated because you have to find the right x-axis, you have to find the right y-axis, check out all the different combinations and analyze the charts, try to find ones that are half useful, and it is just very difficult to interpret. So I'm going to show you a totally different method that is not only faster, but so much easier to read and saves you so much time. And to do that, instead of the optimizer, we're going to switch over to the risk tester, head over to full settings, and we're going to load up our strategy into the bottom data bank. Next, up the top, click on full settings, and we want to go to the tab cross checks robustness tests. And we want to turn on Monte Carlo retest methods. And at the bottom, select randomize strategy parameters with probability whatever to whatever. So let's just run 5 different options. And we're already done. That took a total of 12 seconds. Let's double click that and head over to Monte Carlo tests. Up the top, you can see here from this chart here, all the different equity curves when we're randomizing all the different parameters. The original strategy is in blue with the original equity line. And when we've tweaked the settings a little bit, you can see the other equity curves are very similar to the first one. Let's go ahead and rerun this again 200 times. 200 tests took 2.5 minutes. So let's double check the Monte Carlo test. Again, the thick blue line is the original strategy. And when we change up the strategy parameters a little bit, we can see a lot of it looks very similar. We're still profitable. We're not seeing a whole bunch of losing strategies at the bottom. Isn't this one picture so much easier to read than all those 3D charts, trying to figure out what x-axis, what y-axis, what you need to look at? This, at a glance, within half a second, I already know that this is a good strategy. Unfortunately, this function is not available in the default settings in the MetaTrader backtester, which is why I personally use Strategy Quant X, but it is not an easy tool to use. So watch this video where I'll show you step by step how to create a workflow that can create profitable strategies automatically.